What's up, everybody? Lawless here, just giving you some gameplay of Goliath and a couple of my thoughts on him. Told you guys earlier in my Goliath video, or did I tell you in that video? Well, anyways, I crouch a lot with Goliath, only mainly because I picture him as a giant cat. I did tell you actually in my in my Behemoth video, that's who the guy is. Behemoth video that I really want a cat-like monster. So I really crouch with this guy a lot because I picture him as a giant cat. I do like Goliath. I like his movement. I love his design. He's, I won't say my favorite. I still think the Wraith still holds dear to my heart as my favorite of the bunch. But I do love my little four horsemen. That's what I'm calling them right now. We got, you know, I wouldn't know what to call each. I would call them Wraith, Death, Kraken, Pestilence. We're not gonna get on that subject. Anyways, Goliath is a pretty cool monster. He's got the Rock Slam, the Smash, the Fire Breath, and the Charge and the Jump Slam ability. I really use to gain ground. You'll see that later in the video of Goliath, of how I use it to get away from the hunters. Most of the time I'm avoiding them. I crouch a lot in the game with everyone pretty much, even the big behemoths. I crouch a lot. I really try to keep my distance. These were against bots. They weren't against people, so they stay on track of you. I don't know how they really work, but they follow me no matter what. Even without Daisy, they can stay and keep a low profile and actually find out where I am really easily. But mostly probably because of the noise I attracted. I'm not sure. So right here he boxes me in, but all I really do is just aim for the... When they box you in, I mostly always suggest aim for the trapper if you want to get out. If you're stage 2, I'd say, you know, go ahead, but me being at stage 1, even with all armor, I wouldn't suggest it too much. I would say go straight for the trapper, ignore everything else if you can. Mostly you want to stay on the trapper, mainly because he's the one that's going to allow you to get out. Otherwise, as a Wraith, you can just leave and get out of there really fast. Just hide, actually. The Wraith allows you to actually hide. Like, I can just cloak and just hide in one corner. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Let's play it as the Wraith and been boxed in with that dome. But yeah, I really do like Goliath. He's pretty cool. Like I said, when he does a move like that, I really picture a giant cat running like him and then just taking off on all fours. So I do get kind of butthurt from seeing him. So I do crouch a lot as him to picture like a cat. It's just something that I do. But yeah, Goliath is cool. He's pretty cool. Like the other monsters. Later when you get into the video, you'll see me playing as because I'll talk a little bit more about them. This is mostly just me some gameplay of Goliath, telling you what my thoughts on him. I wouldn't really. Someone asked me if I could change anything on the monsters. Would I change anything? Not really. I really wouldn't picture any other abilities with most of the monsters. I kind of like the abilities that they have. Wraith is a really cool one. I really like the Snatch ability. That is one of my favorites. The Abduction. I mean, that's really one of my favorite abilities on her. We'll get to the other monsters when we get to them in the video. Right now, it's just the focus is Goliath right now. Goliath, I wouldn't change any abilities, anything like that. I really like the way he is. He's pretty cool the way he is. This black skin, the Savage Goliath skin, I really like. Against people, not bots like I'm fighting here, it's really good to hide and stay completely invisible. And it's really good skin, actually. I use the darkest skins I can. They don't have a pure black skin. I wish they did. The gold, in my opinion, is just too obvious. I can see you a mile away being a gold monster. I don't know why everyone uses it against people. Online I won't use it. Maybe against bots I will, because there's no point in crouching or anything. But yeah, everyone, this concludes for me on Goliath. Hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay on him, and I'll see you when we get to the next monster, which is Kraken. See you then. What's up, everybody? Back here. Alright, here's the gameplay I was telling you about with Kraken. It's just me giving my little opinions on all the different monsters that are so far in the game. I will be doing the hunters pretty soon. It'll be pretty short videos, probably about 2 minutes, a minute on each hunter, really fast. I don't really play with the hunt. I mean, I do play as a hunter because it forces me to online with friends. Really, I only play Evolve when it comes to friends. Most of the time, I'm just gonna play as the monster. That's how I'm getting you guys videos and things like that. But so Kraken actually was my most hated monster out of all of them. I love the look of him. I really did. At first, he really did grow on me. Even when they showed him off at, what was the games, Xbox Evo, I think it was. I don't remember. He really, his design has grown on me. His gameplay not so much, but now he actually came out to be my favorite monster. One of my favorites. Still the Wraith is still my favorite. Everyone knows it. He actually became to be my second favorite. I have no idea why, but he just became to be. That red color, I really love the Savage skin. I had to get it as soon as I saw it. The Banshee Mines and the I don't remember the name, electrical force field that he makes when all the hunters are near him are my two favorite abilities. Banshee Mines I really use. All my friends hate me when I use it. It's just something I really use to advantage. Like you'll see here coming up, I set the Tyrant off. So what I do is I alert certain animals to attack the hunters when they come near them. So the hunters are gonna follow your path. That's the stupid part of the hunters. You gotta remember, hunters mostly always take in consideration that the hunters are playing stupid. So what their whole initiative is to find you, so they're gonna track your footsteps, which that's the thing you never want to do really as the hunters. You want to track it, but kind of stay away from tracking. You want to flank him. You don't really want to track the monster exactly, because no matter what, you're gonna be behind it. You always want to cut it off. Like, you know, you never want to go directly behind a monster, because that's what I do. I lead them into plants, I lead them into other tyrants and other monsters. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Kraken is definitely my second favorite. I love his look now. He's really grown on me, especially with the little dreadlocks and things like that. I really love that animal, but then has like this humanoid manliness look. So he's really growing on me. He has definitely came to be one of my favorites with the moves, which usually not a pure projectile type person. I'm more of a balanced person, someone like Goliath or so. Like even the Wraith being so weak, I never thought she'd be my favorite. Mostly only off design she'd be my favorite. She actually became to be my favorite just off gameplay, mostly with the abduction ability. I really use that. I don't use her supernova as much, but I'll talk about that in the Wraith video. But yeah, Kraken, I really do love him. Yep, man, we have hit stage 2. He picks up a lot of speed. Actually, at stage 1, he's pretty fast. I use him to really gain some distance from the hunters. I barely fly. You will see that in this video. I rarely fly. That's probably the only thing I don't do as Kraken that everyone notices. Even randoms I've met, they've asked me, why don't you ever fly as Kraken? I don't like to. I really just don't. I choose not to, and I really don't like to. Excuse me. It's just an ability that I just don't use. Unless I'm in the dome, I probably will do it just to get above everyone, because it's really good. When it comes to that dome, Griffin is your best asset when it comes to the Wraith, Behemoth, and Kraken. He's better. Maggie's cool. She has her advantages. She's pretty cool. But Griffin he knows where to pinpoint you. With Maggie, she has to set it down and has to wait a second. Then the spike actually impales you and holds you. Whereas Griffin, you can just impale and just get him, you know, on your own. You don't have to worry about it. So that's why I say Griffin is probably a better choice when it comes to these guys. So yeah, Kraken has definitely come to be one of my favorites. And I really like his moves. I really love his abilities. His design has really grown on me. I really hate the trap jaws, but I do use them against the hunters in different ways. Like I'll do this, get them all riled up and make them attack, and then I'll leave and the hunters will focus on them. Mostly the PC ones. But yep. Alright guys, that is the Kraken. I'll see you guys later. What up guys? Alright, we're here with the Wraith. Sorry, the last video ended really faster than I thought, so I didn't catch on to it. But this is me with some of my gameplay as my bad chick. My favorite of the bunch, Wraith, I really love the Savage skin with her because you can barely see her. I use, like, she's already tiny. So with that Savage Black skin, it's just like this map right here, where this area you can see it, but the new map, the mines, you cannot see the monster. Like the Behemoth, any of them, like they just completely like cloak in the dark. If it's only thing that can point them out is the character that you're using, no one else will see you. Like I've had hunters, people, not the bots, but people walk right by me and I'm right next to them, like as close as I am to this Megamouth, walk right by me and not see me at all. Like I'm almost like a Megamouth to them in a sense. Like they completely just stayed away or did not see me at all. So being that really black color and being really dark area, you really have to brighten your screen to actually see them. Otherwise, you won't see them, like how mine is pretty dark. Like you will not see the monster at all. But Wraith is my favorite of the bunch. She's fast, she's very mobile. You'll see how I maneuver really fast and get away from the hunters, to where some people actually really, most of my friends really hate me being a Wraith because they know how I move, they know how fast I am with her. I will get around you and flank you so fast, and I'll just abduct the... I don't necessarily go for the weakest person, actually. I mostly go for the strongest because that's the person I'm mostly worried about. Now with Sunny and the new dude, I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, Torrid being out, I kind of avoid them because Sunny's nuke is insanely powerful and really hurts the Wraith. Torrid's shrapnel grenade really does tear the Wraith apart. Those two teamed up against the Wraith is just devastating. I've seen it in action. I was telling you guys on my other Behemoth video, when she gets hit at stage 1 with those two guys, oh man, it's insane what they do to her. But yeah, Wraith is definitely my favorite of the bunch. I really love this skin. So first she has her cannon, I call it the cannonball ability, where you just kind of Zeus off and then just imploding to the enemy. You have the abduction, you have the decoy. Decoy is pretty good. I use it a lot to just distract. I don't really use it to necessarily attack, or I kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I use it to attack for me. You'll see I use the abduction a lot, actually. Supernova, I used to use it, but now I've learned to use Wraith without it. I used to think it was pretty cheap, but it is very useful just because how weak the Wraith is, actually. You know, a lot of people really do not like her, and they say she is just too powerful. I won't say that, because it really just takes skill and a good team of communication to actually beat her. I've beaten her multiple times. She is not hard at all. And Supernova, just know she can't take off or move very fast. So what you want to do is, actually with Sunny, use your jetpack to your advantage, back away from her, and she cannot move, because if she takes off, if she like jolts like you'll see her normal like speed up ability, when she's speeding, like teleporting, she will disengage out of that ability. So what you want to do is you want to keep distance and Supernova and just keep her still with like Maggie. Griffin be better, but that's really all. The Wraith just takes communication. When she abducts someone, you have to scream, you'll hear people in the party screaming, oh my gosh, she's got me. That's what you want to do, because that's when everyone's gonna know that you got abducted. Like when I play against randoms, who you'll see me maneuver here really quick, when I play with a lot of randoms, they don't scream, they don't speak. Even ones that had mics, they didn't do anything. So when I was abducting, I was just taking people and no one knew what I was doing until there were like 2 people, and it was almost like a freaking horror movie. Like they turned around and the other 2 were just gone, and I took out a whole assault and the medic, and all I had